with experts in business and health, featuring your host, Dr. Alex Rosa. Let's get into today's episode. Welcome to In Your Business with Dr. Alex, where we get all up in your business and your health. Enjoy live interviews and solo sessions with experts in business and health, featuring your host, Dr. Alex Rosa. Let's get into today's episode.
Hey, welcome to today's episode of In Your Business with Dr. Alex, where we get all up in your business and your health. And so today's show is going to be all about HRT, so hormone replacement therapy. And I'm going to be specifically answering a question that I received. Is it okay for me to intermittent fast if I'm on HRT? So this is a question that I got from somebody, and I wanted to explain it a little bit further and talk about it, and then really get into HRT. And I'm not going to dive deep into HRT. I'm going to give just a general overview of what hormone replacement is, what it looks like, and what you should think about, because I got some follow-up questions to that. So again, we're not going to go too deep into it, but I wanted to provide some basic information about it so you can be a little bit more informed about hormone replacement therapy. So my name is Dr. Alex Rosa. I'm the founder and creator of Spice and the 90-Day Metabolic Makeover, and I'm an expert in all things intermittent fasting and metabolic health. I teach women 40 plus how to lose fat, balance their hormones, and get it on with the lights on. And again, today's episode is all about HRT, so hormone replacement therapy, and we're going to talk a little bit about intermittent fasting. So is it safe to intermittent fast while you are on hormone replacement therapy? And the answer is yes. Very simply, yes. It is totally safe to therapeutic fast, intermittent fast while you are on hormone replacement therapy. So intermittent fasting is wonderful, and why I teach it and why I have it a part of my practice and why I personally do it is because it's just another tool you keep in your little toolbox that can help to amplify whatever it is that you're doing with your health, with your spiritual health, your mental health, your physical health. It helps with all of that. There's so many amazing benefits to intermittent fasting. And how I like to kind of describe it is, intermittent fasting allows you to have so much power over yourself and the decisions that you make and how you care for your body. It's very empowering, because so often, and what I experienced myself, which led me to become overweight and have a lot of health problems and become very sick with prediabetes and high blood pressure and heart failure and all those things, was that I really wasn't in control of my body, of my decisions, of what I was eating, drinking, doing, thinking about. I wasn't in control. I really wasn't. Food was in control. My emotions were in control. There were so many other things that were influencing what I was doing. And by starting to, intermittent fast and having that discipline, that self-discipline, that self-ownership around my food and my decisions and my body, my mind, it was so empowering to me. And that's just one of the things that I absolutely love. Well, those are a couple things, but I love that about intermittent fasting. And so it just helps to amplify whatever it is that you're doing. So why do a lot of women go onto HRT or consider HRT? Well, they're starting to go through menopause. They're starting to have a lot of hormonal changes, hot flashes, mood swings, the waist around your waist, the weight around your middle that just like kind of appears overnight. And you're like, holy shit, what am I supposed to do now? And you trying to do the things that you used to do when you were like 20, and they're not working anymore. You've got acne, you've got little hairs showing up around your body. Maybe sex is painful and uncomfortable. You're dealing with some dryness down there. There are so many reasons why women consider hormone replacement therapy. And what I do want to say about that is, it's entirely your choice. Okay. You really want to talk to your healthcare provider if it's appropriate for you. If, looking at your history, is it safe for you to take? And if your physician, okay, let's go here. If your physician, your healthcare provider, whoever you're working with, if they don't even want to talk to you about hormone replacement therapy, honey, you fire them, you go find somebody else, because you 100% deserve the option, the ability to have a conversation about that. You deserve that. So if you find yourself coming up against a wall with that, or if people who flat out don't believe in it or are not accepting of it, don't want to talk to you about it, then fire them, go find somebody else. Okay, because you absolutely deserve that right. It's your body, it's your choice. You absolutely deserve that. I'm not for or against hormone replacement therapy. I'm all for what you believe, by empowering you through education and knowledge, that you make a decision that is best for you in your best interest. Okay, that's my bigger goal, is for that. Now, what I will say though, is that when it comes to hormone replacement therapy and some of the risks that are associated with that, and even in the literature that is out there, there's for and against, and it's just like everything. There's things that are for and against, depending on who funded this, or this research, and who's doing it, and what angle they're on. That could be a whole nother show I could talk about, but the risks and the benefits, right? You always have to consider that, and we always consider that in medicine, is the risk versus benefit. Okay. So really thinking about that, but in all fairness and in all reality, the thing that is killing women more than HRT, than hormone replacement therapy, is cardiovascular disease, is heart disease, is high blood pressure, stroke, high cholesterol, clogged up arteries, insulin resistance, metabolic syndrome, obesity. These are all due to hormonal changes. And these can be corrected with hormone replacement therapy. And that's why a lot of women choose to go that route. But again, there are other ways to manage that don't include hormone replacement therapy, because some women cannot be on hormone replacement therapy. Okay. What is hormone replacement therapy? Well, it's replacing the estrogen and the progesterone. It's replacing those hormones that begin to diminish and disappear as we age. Okay. So you can have systemic hormone replacement therapy, or you can have vaginal hormone replacement therapy. So let's talk about those really quickly. So systemic is just like it sounds, system. It's your whole body system. It's going to go into your body somehow, whether it's through pellets, whether it's through injections, whether it's through a pill, a patch. There's some way that it is getting into your body, into your system. Okay. There's also vaginal, and it's just like it sounds. And so this is usually a low dose cream or a ring or something that we're just using in the vaginal area. And that usually is just to help with vaginal dryness or discomfort, elasticity, helps with that area down there only, just specifically that. And this area, if you're thinking about hormone replacement therapy, or just looking at a vaginal cream, which I really highly recommend, estrogen vaginal cream, if you're dealing with a lot of dryness or sexual discomfort, the vaginal cream is really wonderful because it does absorb a little bit into your bloodstream, but it's not systemic, right? It's not like if you were taking a pill or something else where it's going through your entire body. It's just kind of centering just in that local area. And that's kind of what we want. So if those are your major concerns, sexual issues are your major concern, then just considering a vaginal hormone cream is great. That should do you just fine. Okay. Maybe you could better manage your other issues with the mood swings and the hot flashes and with the weight. Maybe you can manage those better with some other interventions that don't include hormone replacement therapy, a pill, a patch, a pellet, or something else. That's something that you have to consider. And again, that's why having a conversation with your healthcare provider is so important, and having an open conversation with them about this, because these are all things that you need to consider. And it's your body. It's your body. So what do you want to do with it? What health goals do you have? And how can hormone replacement therapy help you achieve those goals. And so in my case, where this woman was asking me about the intermittent fasting, if it was safe to do with the hormone replacement therapy, it's because she has some other health goals that she wants to meet. So that's why she's considering the intermittent fasting. And again, why I love that, because you can fast and, add it to other things. So in this case, we're talking about hormone replacement therapy. But if you were talking about wanting to lose weight or something else, you can be vegan, you can be paleo, you can be keto, you can be low carb, you can be high protein, you can be whatever it is that you want to be. But you can always add intermittent fasting onto that to amplify those results. So that's why I love it. That's just another example. But in this case, she's got other health goals. We're going to talk about intermittent fasting and how we can use those two together. But it's absolutely safe for you to do so. So part of the work that I do with the women that I work with and why I have such a boutique telemedicine practice is because I'm really all about customizing and tailoring things for you based on your specific needs. So if you've been thinking about hormone replacement therapy or if you're already on it and you're like, gosh, things could be so much better. I think I can do so much better, or I have bigger health goals. Come talk to me, book a call with me, because this is exactly what I do. I take what it is that you're doing or whatever goal that you have for yourself and really customize it, really tailor it specifically for you to meet that goal. Again, my programs are not cookie cutter. They're not run of the mill. They're not any of that. They are very specific for you based on what you have going on. So we could look at your lab work. We can look on what dosages of medications that you're on. Because again, I don't prescribe any medications. I absolutely do not. What I will do is provide that consultative service for you. That's what I do with all my clients. I tell them, give me your test results. Give me your lab results. Let's see what you've got going on. Do we need to order more? We'll order some more. Do we need further testing? Well, let's order some more and see what it says. So customizing and tailoring all these things to really create something specific for you. And that's there is nothing else out there like that. I can guarantee you that. So in her case, we're going to look at that. So if that is something that you are interested in or have thought about it, or maybe you've never thought about it before and you're like, I could really benefit from that, then book a call with me. Doing health consulting is absolutely a part of my practice, and it is so important. And I think people are just so used to being told what to do and then thinking that they have to go do it, even if they don't 100% feel comfortable with it. How many people have felt like that, like the doctor or some healthcare providers trying to tell you to do something and you don't feel entirely comfortable about it? You're just not sure, and you're like, I don't know if I can make this work in my real life. I don't know how I feel about taking this. I don't know if I should take that. Is that too much of this? Those are real life things that I've felt, I've experienced, and I also know I've seen thousands of patients that feel like that too, because I know I've had to come behind the prescribing doctor and explain things and ease any fears and answer questions around that, because that's what happens. And things come up during when you're implementing some type of new regimen or something like that. Things come up, and it's how do you pivot? How do you adjust to those changes in real time, right? And that's another service that I offer is unlimited support, real-time feedback, real-time support. It's very high touch, extremely high touch. And that is not something that you get with those apps or those websites or those little things on your phone. Those little things on your phone, you don't get that. You get that with me, though. And so those are definitely benefits that you will get from working with me. But those are just things to consider. So HRT is safe for many women to take. Do you want to take it? Do you want to try it? And do you have somebody that you can talk to about that can give you some honest, unbiased feedback about it and information about it, so that you can be better empowered to make a decision for yourself? Because again, it's your body, it's your choice. What are you going to do with it? What direction are you going to take? And say you do start hormone replacement therapy and you don't like it, or you're not seeing the results that you want to see. Well, how do you pivot from that? How do you do that? And what can that look like for you? Those are all important questions to be considering when you're thinking about this. So it absolutely can be beneficial. It's just what can you do to amplify it? What can you do to see faster, better results, more long-lasting results? Consider consider all those things when you're thinking about hormone replacement therapy. But that's kind of a general overview here of that hormone replacement therapy. I haven't really talked about hormone replacement therapy very much, but I knew I should make a video about it because I did receive that question. So if you have any more questions, or if you're like, I'm really interested in that and I want to learn more, then book a call with me. Again, health consulting is definitely one of the things that I provide. And if you send me a bunch of questions about dosages of medications and this and what do I think, I'm not going to answer you, okay? Because that is the service that I provide for my paying clients, okay? So if it's really that important to you where you feel like you got to ask me about it, just book a call with me and just work with me so that way you can avoid all of that. Again, don't discount yourself. Your health is so important to you. Don't discount yourself. Don't be out there trying to look for freebies and all that other stuff. Invest the time, invest yourself to get those results that you want, because your body is priceless. I can't even tell you, your entire life, it's priceless. So invest the time, invest the resources that you need to, so that you can see those results, have that life that you want to live in the way that you want to live it. Again, it's your body, it's your choice. What are you going to do with it? Okay. So again, I hope today's episode has been helpful for you. If it has, share it with a friend. Give me some love. Give me a little heart down there. Send me any feedback. Be like, hey, Dr. Alex, I saw your video about HRT and I loved it, or I learned this from it. Fantastic. I love that. I love hearing that. Okay. All right. So we will catch you in the next episode of In Your Business with Dr. Alex. And like I always say, for a balanced life, just add spice. See you next time.